"Mom, this is great!" That's what I heard, and just like that I realized I was no longer alone in my car. Instead, in that moment I was hearing in my spirit the voice of my beloved Zeke, whom I had just left, deceased in the veterinarian's office. Moments earlier, I had held his big furry Alaskan Malamute wolf body while he was injected and peacefully died. So I knew he was gone, yet suddenly there was a presence in my car that was definitely Zeke. How could that be? For one thing, he was a dog, and while as a doggy parent I might imagine through the years that I could understand him when he was quote-unquote talking to me in whines, yips, or howls, I had just heard him in English, and although I'd always called myself Mom when calling him "Come to Mama," he'd never spoke back, at least not in anything other than dog. Yet when I heard those words, I knew it was the spirit of Zeke, that somehow God had opened the curtain to allow this message. I continued driving, listening as Zeke went on. "I'm okay. Samson's here. They got squirrels, Mom." Then in a rather subdued disappointment, but not really tone, "But they won't let me catch them." Then he continued, "I'm okay. We'll be waiting for you." And just like that, the curtain closed, or at least that's what it felt like, and the light was gone, and I was again alone in my car. Now, before you call me crazy or tell me I was just imagining things, let me lay out some evidence. First, Zeke never knew Samson, the dog that had passed 2 months before Zeke chose me. Second, Zeke loved squirrels. We had spent quite a bit of time in the forest, and Zeke's greatest joy had been chasing squirrels. In fact, he would chase them up into a tree and would sit under the tree pointing up at the squirrel. At that time, he acted more like a pointer than a Siberian husky. Plus, I wasn't thinking about Samson or anything, so for this voice to mention Samson told me that it was not coming from my own imagination. Additionally, in many ways I'm a skeptic when it comes to woo-woo stuff because of my internal demand that I not allow myself to be deceived. While I'm a follower of Jesus Christ and am quite familiar with spiritual manifestations, I also do not do anything that's the least bit woo-woo. However, to understand what happened that day, let me fill you in on some background.